Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We're turning attention to a different matter. It's got to do with bailout funds. But this one is concerning Delta State. We've got Dr. Ojougboh, who joins us from our studios in Abuja. Good morning and thank you for joining us. But, you know, in politics, a lot of things happen so fast, they change quickly. Dr. Ojougboh, could you please tell us, we're just wondering ourselves, are you a member of the APC now?
Very correct.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead and tell us then, this bailout funds, what's your interest in it?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's not just the bailout fund. It is the way the Delta State PDP government is running the state. The bailout funds, the budgets, that is a blank budget that was issued for 2017, no budget for the super deck, the approval limit that the governor gave to himself, 250 million naira, which even the president of the country does not enjoy. It doesn't go to council. He can, on his own, sign off 250 million naira. The circular was passed and by the secretary to the state government. The issue of Delta Line, where NLC bidded for 2 billion to buy Delta Line.
Okay, let's take it one step at a time, Dr. Ojougboh, one step at a time.
I was just trying to give you a rundown of the things that you will likely hear from me. Now, if you want us to discuss the bailout fund, let me go to the bailout fund. Okay,
go ahead. Well, what's your grounds with the bailout funds?
Okay, this is what happens in the bailout fund. The federal government is a loan. The bailout fund that the federal government sent to the states is a loan. So what the government did was to say, okay, we give you a soft loan at the rate of 9% per annum to enable you run and then develop your infrastructure and develop your state. Very novel idea from the federal government. Of course, you must give Buhari kudos for that. But one tranche of the bailout fund was 14 billion naira release that the governor applied for from this, that the State House of Assembly should approve. The State House of Assembly approved this particular fund, 14.2 billion. And then the condition of the bail was that 1.1 billion will be released every month for a duration of about 10 months. The governor now did not do anything with the money. What he did was to raise four memos, 4 times, and that is 1 billion. And that was how he took the entire money and nothing was done with the funds. The documents are there, and then we produced the document in Ojougboh when we had our press conference.
Just a minute.
Now, the entire
sorry to jump in. Just a minute. Let me just understand something. The bailout funds now, you're saying that he wrote to the State House of Assembly for approval. Is it the same one as the bailout funds that was received from the federal government? And which tranche are you referring to specifically?
Already, there are 3 tranches of the bailout fund that he applied for from the federal government and then approved by the central bank. Okay. Now, I have the documents here. Unfortunately, I'm a remote guest. If I was a live guest, I would have read the applications he made to the State House of Assembly to you. Now, the first instance was 52 billion. Now, a state where we cannot pay salaries, a state where Asaba erosion has completely taken over Asaba, a state where the workers are not paid. Now, what has the bailout fund been used for? That is what we are asking for. What we are asking is, look, Mr. Governor, there's no doubt that you are governor. Nobody is doubting it.
Okay, Dr. Ojougboh, just a minute. Could you tell us how much has been received by the Delta State government about the bailout funds in each of those tranches so we can follow you on this?
Okay, the first one was 14.2 billion. The second one was 26 billion. And the third one was 10 billion. Now, what we are asking, what the APC, opposition in Delta State, is asking the governor to do is kindly show us how you spent this money. We are saying the workers' salaries have not been paid. The workers are being owed salaries. We are saying that the teachers especially, they've been owed salaries for a very long time. And these bailout funds were meant for the payment of salaries for the teachers and the workers. And then a portion of it for infrastructural development. The one of the 14 billion was specifically earmarked for infrastructural development. And it was to aid the state. And so that was why it was so structured that every month the federal government will release the sum of 1.1 billion to the state government. Now, there was nowhere in the State House of Assembly where it was so specified how this money was spent. That is what the opposition APC is saying. Now, the arrangement is that every month 1.1 billion will be released to Delta State government. Now, this 1.1 billion, for you to release such money, you have to budget it. There is no budgetary provision for it.
Okay, let me jump in and ask you again, Dr.
What the
Ojougboh.
governor, excuse me. What the governor does is send private memos for 250 million, which is approval limit he gave to himself.
All right.
Which is illegal.
I can't seem to communication coming through my ear. All right, just hold on a minute. We need to go to break. We'll come back and just get more response from you in just a moment. Join us again. Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We've got Dr. Ojougboh, a member of the APC, shedding some light on what he thinks is going on wrong about the bailout funds in Delta State. About the teachers you said are being owed, are they the local government teachers, Dr. Ojougboh?
Yes. You see, my very good friend, it's not just only the local government teachers, even the secondary school teachers, even the civil servants. Now, let me tell you the genesis of all this problem. You know that a state is run on a yearly budget. At the beginning of every year, the state government prepares the budget, sends the budget to the State House of Assembly. The State House of Assembly approves the budget and then sends the budget back to the state government. That budget becomes law. It is an act of the State House of Assembly. It is signed by the Speaker of the State House of Assembly and signed by the Clerk of the State House of Assembly. And then the governor now signs it into law. That is the way government is run.
Okay, Dr.
But that
Ojougboh,
is not the case in Delta State. Yes.
Sorry to jump in.
If I can't give you the background information, you will not understand how the problem
You will give the background, but we need to follow up on some of the responses you're making so that we can also understand and follow you as well. I believe you like us too.